Good morning class. Today we are going to study about the continent of South America. I want you to open up to page number 80 in your geography books. In this chapter we are going to study about the location, the political divisions, the major physical features, that is the Western Cordillera, the Eastern Highland, the Central Lowlands, the Western Coastal Strip. Along with all this, we'll also do a case study of life in the Amazon basin. Now coming to page number 81. Whatever you see underlined, please make sure that you also underline. All the words which are in bold, the meanings are very clearly given at the back of the chapter also. South America was inhabited before any of the voyages. What are voyages? A long journey by sea by the Europeans. World's one of the most advanced and well-defined civilization, the Inca civilization, had flourished in this continent. So means they were quite ahead of their times. Till date, the tribes of many countries of South America portray the influence of that civilization. A part of this continent is better known as Latin America. So what all areas come under Latin America? Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, parts of Chile and Argentina. Now, then, long before Christopher Columbus discovered North America, the Latin America became the home away from home for the Spanish and Portuguese settlers. So, though North America was discovered by Christopher Columbus, by that time Spanish and Portuguese settlers had made South America their home. Now children, here you will see the continent of South America clearly marked in the world map given on the same page. Now, by the time Christopher Columbus reached the mouth of river Orinoco in 1492, so it was as late as 1492, there were already 10 million inhabitants in this continent. By the time Christopher Columbus, after discovering North America, landed in South America in 1492, where reach the mouth of river Orinoco, there were 10 million original dwellers. Who are inhabitants? Original dwellers. People who have been part of that place or from time unknown. South America is also known as Latin America because of the Spanish and Portuguese languages which is spoken by the majority population across these countries. The languages are originally derived from the Latin language. Okay, so Latin is quite a difficult language. It is only spoken and studied in colleges and all. And most probably what I know of, it is, not a day-to-day language. Now coming to the location. The location of South America is located entirely in the Western Hemisphere. The equator passes through the northern part of the continent. It crosses three countries, namely Ecuador in the west, Colombia in the northwest, and Brazil in the north and east. The Tropic of Capricorn passes almost through the center of the continent. Okay, so can you see the Tropic of Capricorn here? It is passing through the center of the continent. South America is bordered by the Caribbean Sea in the north, by Atlantic Ocean in the east, by the Pacific Ocean in the west, and by the Southern Ocean in the south. So clearly you see the South Pacific Ocean, the North Atlantic Ocean and the South Atlantic Ocean, and to the south, which it is not shown over there, you have the Southern Ocean. South America is the fourth largest continent of the world with an area of about 17 million square kilometers. Underline, it is connected to North America by the Isthmus of Panama from its northwest. It is triangular in shape. This we saw very well here. Then with a broad northern part that tapers down into a tail near the south. This, see, it is broad here and tapers down to a tail in the south. The eastern and northeastern coasts of the continent are nearer to west coast of Africa across the Atlantic Ocean. The three main Islands of South America are the Falkland Islands, the Galapagos Islands, and Tierra del Fuego. The southern tip of the continent is Cape Horn. Through Drake Passage of Cape Horn, it is separated from Antarctica. Now, there is a small interesting information. By the end of the 14th century, South America became the colony under various colonial powers of Europe, dominated by Spanish and Portuguese. However, at present, all the countries of this continent are independent, except French Guiana, which is still a colony of France. Now, political divisions. There are 12 countries and 2 colonized territories in South America. The Falkland Islands, they come under the US, and French Guiana, we already studied that they are a colony of France. Here is a list given of the 12 countries of South America along with their capital and the official language. Make sure you know the capital of each and every country. Turning the page to 82. Now, here is a table given over here which talks about South America in brief. Okay, so we will not go to it because we have to do a detailed study. UK, whereas French Guiana is under, the Falkland Islands are under UK, not US, whereas French Guiana is under France. The 5th largest country, Brazil, is the largest country of South America, followed by Argentina. So you see Brazil over here, right? Such a huge country, and then when you come down south after Paraguay, you see Argentina. So these are the 2 major countries or the biggest countries of the continent, or the largest. Now, the major physical features, South America can be broadly divided into 4 physical divisions: Western Cordilleras, the Western Coastal Strip, the Central Plains, and the Eastern Highlands. Let us first study about the Western Cordilleras. The Western Cordilleras consists of parallel ranges of the mountains running from the Caribbean Sea coast of Venezuela in the north to the Cape of Horn in the south. So it is not marked here in the countries. See, it is maybe given here. Can we see? The Western Cordilleras are not marked that clearly. Atacama Desert is, Amazon rainforest is, Andes Mountains. Can you see, children? Here. Okay, that is the Andes Mountains. The Andes, now, it is located in the west along the western coast of the continent and is called the Andes. So all this area, the one which you see in orange, is the Western Cordillera. The Andes are the young fold mountains and are considered as the backbone of South America. It is the longest mountain chain in the world, stretching for more than 7,240 kilometers from north to south, and is the second highest after the mighty Himalayas. Now, when we talk about the young fold mountains, so like the Himalayas, the Andes are also young fold mountains. What are the fold mountains? Mountains which were formed millions of years ago because of the movement of the tectonic plates. These two different tectonic plates collided, and the area lying in between it came up because of the force, and hence formed mountains. Now, the western slope of the Andes is steeper, whereas the eastern slope is gentler. The highest peak is Mount Aconcagua in Argentina with a height of 6,960 meters. So Mount Aconcagua is not marked over there. Patagonia is there. Pampas is there. No. Atacama Desert is marked over there, but the highest mountain they have not marked. Brazilian highland you see over there. Okay. In Argentina you see the grasslands, the pampas over here. Okay. Now, let us see what information they have for us over here. Salar de Uyuni is world's largest salt desert located at a height of 3,650 meters in Bolivian Andes. It is 10,580 square kilometers in area with no sand or dunes. 40,000 years ago, a large salt lake named Lake Minchin was there. Now it is a famous tourist attraction. It is a very beautiful place. So please, you know this word over here, so type it out and see the pictures. It is really very beautiful. Now, despite being closer to the equator, the Andean peaks are always covered with snow due to their height. So, you know that the climate of a place not only depends on the latitude but also on the altitude. The Andes are a part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Therefore, this is the region of frequent volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. So, because it is a part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, you have a lot of volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. World's highest active volcanoes are found here. Among them, Mount Ojos del Salado, Mount Chimborazo, and Mount Cotopaxi are famous. Then we have the Eastern Highlands. Now children, the Eastern Highlands I'll take up in the next video, as the video will become very long and it will be very difficult for me to upload and for you to download. So in the next chapter we will take up Eastern Highlands. Till then, you please revise whatever I have taught you. Any confusion, any doubt, I'll clear in the online class. Thank you.